Episode 330, How AI is Exposing Anonymous Social Media Accounts.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
A new study is unmasking anonymous accounts. For anyone that has ever been subjected to stalking, trolling, or any type of online abuse, keep listening. This research illustrates how large language models can be used to perform at-scale de-anonymization. To quote the research paper, the practical obscurity protecting pseudonyms users online no longer holds. Hello and welcome back to AI6. Today's episode is one of those moments where you are grateful to live in the AI age. I'm absolutely thrilled that AI has potential to take down dangerous trolls. As someone who has been stalked online, I really hope it will do two things: help bring perpetrators to justice and make dangerous trolls think twice about hitting publish or send. The paper, called Large-Scale Online De-Anonymization with LLMs, describes a system that can strip away digital anonymity at industrial scale. The authors show that modern AI agents can read what you post, search the web, and link your pseudonymous accounts to your real-world identity far more efficiently than a human investigator. It was tested on nearly 1,000 Hacker News accounts that link to real LinkedIn profiles, and on about 10,000 Reddit users, using only their public posts as input. The total cost of the core experiments came in under $2,000, with each profile costing between $1 and $4 to attack using standard APIs. What used to require skilled investigators and many hours can now be automated and run at scale. The cost barrier that once protected ordinary users has largely been removed. Of course, the implications for whistleblowers, activists, and journalists are quite serious. The same tools that might help unmask abusers can also be turned on vulnerable people who rely on pseudonyms for safety. But it does raise the possibility that the days of the completely consequence-free anonymous troll are numbered. And if you are an employee with a Reddit alt, a secret X account, a Finsta or a Glassdoor profile that you use to trash your boss, the assumption that your anonymity will protect you is much shakier than it was even a couple of years ago. Speaking about the study, Daniel Palika, a researcher at ETH Zurich, told The Verge, "Information on the internet is there forever. That persistence, the researchers warn, could translate into tangible real-world risks for journalists, dissidents, and activists who rely on pseudonyms, while also enabling hyper-targeted advertising and highly personalised scams." The paper's broader conclusion is stark. Pseudonymity on its own no longer provides meaningful protection online. There were two experiments. First, agentic attacks on the open web. They built an LLM agent with web search tools and gave it anonymized summaries of 338 Hacker News users who had originally linked to their LinkedIn profiles. Direct identifiers like names, URLs, and handles were stripped out. What remained were posts and bios that a human investigator could, with effort, work from. The agent correctly re-identified 226 of the 338 users, 67% recall at 90% precision, with 25 wrong identifications and 86 abstentions. Running the agent on each profile, as I mentioned, was very cost-effective. The second set of experiments uses the modular ESRC pipeline. Extract, the LLM reads posts and pulls out identity-relevant signals into a structured profile. Search, semantic embeddings find candidate matches across a large pool. Reason, the large language model's reasoning selects and verifies the most likely match. And then calibrate. Confidence scores are set for the precision recall trade-off. Across all settings, the pattern is consistent. When you push for very few false positives, the large language model-based extraction, search, and reasoning dramatically outperforms older de-anonymization techniques that relied on narrower, structured data. So what about the social networks? Well, you might expect that AI companies could simply add guardrails to prevent this kind of research, and you could call it attacking of anonymous accounts. But the researchers explain why that is not so straightforward. The attack pipeline is built from individually ordinary tasks. That is, they summarize a profile, they search for matches, and they rank candidates, none of which triggers a safety guardrail. The attacks use publicly accessible models and standard APIs, and open source models have no guardrails at all. So more reasoning effort means better results. So as AI models improve, the attacks only get more effective. And the biggest protection pseudonymous users ever had was simply it took too much human effort to do this at scale. But that protection seemingly is now gone. So yes, there is a real possibility that AI can help take down dangerous trolls. But the same tools that might protect people like you and me can be pointed the other way at exactly the communities like journalists, dissidents, and vulnerable users who depend on remaining safely anonymous. So what do you think? Is this an example of AI for good, or should it be stopped? That's it for today's show. If you're ready to turn these insights into skills, here's how I can help. Get your copy of my book, AI Playbook, on Amazon. It's the perfect companion to the show. For weekly AI strategies, subscribe to my newsletter, Human in the Loop, on LinkedIn. Or if you want to take the next big step, you can take our CPD accredited professional diploma in AI. Maybe you need something more tailored for your organisation. You can book a call in my calendar at digitaltraining.ie, or if you work in government or public sector, go over to publicsectormarketingpros.com. If you found this episode useful, please share it with a pro that you know, and I'd love to read your comments on Spotify. And if you can, take a second to like, rate, or subscribe wherever you listen. It really helps the show. This is AI6. I'll talk to you on the next episode.